Andrew Alexander, and this is science behind lava lamps. Okay, so first you need your water, which is represented as green, also known as H2O, and that is a compound and a molecule. And then you're gonna want your oil, which is gonna suspend above the water because it's less dense, and the oil is also a compound and a molecule. And then you're gonna want your little Alka-Seltzer tablet, which is gonna work the science, and that contains citric acid and hydrogen carbonate. And then you're gonna want your food coloring, which is gonna make it look cool. So in the lava lamp lab, there's two mixtures that are occurring. One is a homogeneous, which is a hard to separate mixture, which represents the food dye in the water, but it's got right around the same density, so it's not sitting at the bottom or the top. And then there's also a heterogeneous mixture, which is an easy to separate mixture, which would be the oil, because it's got a lower density, so it sits on top of the water, so it's an easier to separate mixture. And in this situation for the lava lamp, the solute would be the Alka-Seltzer because it's getting dissolved in the solvent, which the solvent in this case is the oil and the water. So not just the water, but also the oil. And then the solution was the final product when the Alka-Seltzer started to deteriorate and become a gas and float up on top and become bubbly, which basically made the reaction. Okay, so some of the physical properties was the water changing from clear to green. So as we know, water is normally clear, but because of the green food dye, the water started becoming this green color because it had right around the same density. So then it just started mixing with the water. And then some of the chemical properties was the Alka-Seltzer becoming a gas because when we dropped the Alka-Seltzer tablet in, it came back up as a gas and a ton of bubbles. So the entire thing started bubbling. And then that was also part of the chemical change because the Alka-Seltzer made the whole thing bubble, which messed with the water, oil, food coloring, because it basically formed a huge reaction and made the entire concoction bubble. And then the physical change was the oil being added to the water and the water changing from obviously the clear color that everyone's used to this green color, which not a lot of people are used to. And this is a very, very fun lab and helps you learn about a lot of things relating to science. And yeah.
My phone's right there. Okay, let me wait for some bubble and then after that. Okay, let me join now.